Does your dog have separation anxiety? Or do you perhaps work with dogs that have separation anxiety? I know there's nothing as stressful as seeing your dog inconsolable the moment you step out of the house. And all you want is to help your dog to feel safe when they're alone. But how should you do this? Where should you start? You've probably been reading a lot of information online and you may feel overwhelmed by all the things that you've heard and that you have read. And unfortunately, there are some very common misconceptions about separation anxiety. And falling for these misconceptions at best will slow down your progress and at worst will be seriously harming your dog's well-being. So let's start by debunking some common misconceptions about separation anxiety according to science. So who am I? My name is Dr. Else Verbeek and I'm an animal welfare scientist. I have spent the last 15 years studying animal behavior, dog emotions, cognition, and the underlying stress physiology in the laboratory. And the first most common misconceptions about dogs with separation anxiety is that your dog is hyper attached to you, that somehow your dog is too close to you and too attached to you. But is there even such a thing? Actually, it turns out that there is not. In fact, all dogs have a very strong need to feel close to their owners. They have a need for a fulfilling and close emotional relationship. So the advice that you may have heard to ignore your dog before you are leaving or to only reward them when they're calm and not looking for attention could seriously be harming your dog. In fact, it could be the key to their separation anxiety. So rather than your dog being hyper attached to you, there's probably something else going on. And this may have something to do by the way your dog learned about relationships when they were only a puppy. So there is no such thing as being too close or being too attached. There are, however, two different attachment styles called anxious attachment and avoidant attachment that we often see in dogs with separation anxiety. Dogs with avoidant or anxious attachment styles, they are not sure if you're actually going to come back, which is why they keep following you around. And also these dogs generally do not have good stress coping skills, which contributes to their underlying anxiety. So rather than ignoring your dog, give them the attention that they need. Perhaps you've already tried lots of different things. Perhaps you've already tried to build up the alone time and you have not gotten anywhere with these type of training programs. And this is not so strange because most of these training programs do not address the underlying emotions and the underlying behavioral needs that your dog has. So if you want to help your dog and without falling in common traps, then click on the link below and download the free guide about the common misconceptions for dogs with separation anxiety. In this guide, we will go into more detail about attachment styles and you get another 4 common misconceptions about separation anxiety. After you downloaded the guide, you will receive a few more follow-up emails with even more tips. So get your free guide in the link below.